candidates. First, this is Zohran Mamdani. He is as radical left-wing as you can possibly get in the United States. Now, he's running a kind of Robin Hood campaign. Tax the rich and give to the poor.
Let's talk about free buses. Mr. Mamdani, this is a centerpiece of your campaign. Can you explain how you will make buses free? You have 30 seconds to answer.
Absolutely. We will make buses free by replacing the revenue that the MTA currently gets from buses. This is revenue that's around $700 million or so. That's less money than Andrew Cuomo gave to Elon Musk and $959 million in tax credits when he was the governor. And the reason that we will do so is that making buses free doesn't just provide economic relief, but also public safety. Because what we've seen is that it decreases assaults on bus drivers by 38.9%. New Yorkers deserve more than the slowest buses in the country. I know that because I was on the M57 not too long ago, and its average speed is 4.9 miles an hour.
We're at time, though, but the question is how you'll make them free.
We will fund the revenue that would have otherwise been brought in from fares, and that's something that we would do in partnership with Albany, and I've put forward two proposals. The first is to raise taxes on the top 1% of New Yorkers by 2%. That would raise $4 billion. The second is to raise the state's top corporate tax rate to match that of New Jersey, which would raise $5 billion.
So did you get that math? That's $9 billion in new taxes that he wants to impose. And he wants to spend that money. He wants to give people things like free grocery stores and free childcare. He has a wish list and wants to make everything free. Like I said, the Robin Hood campaign.
I'll make buses fast and free.
So I can just get where I'm going.
I'll make childcare available to all New Yorkers at no cost.
I want to raise my kid in New York.
And I'll freeze the rent for every single rent-stabilized tenant.
These Eric Adams rent hikes are killing us.
And that all sounds great. And if you're one of those families who are not making $300,000 a year, then his pitch is very attractive. But Zohran is a left-wing lunatic, like when it comes to things like defund the police. Here's what he said in the past.
Given the things that he said just a few years back, which included many calls to defund the New York City police and accusations that the NYPD is, quote, these are his words, racist and anti-queer and a major threat to public safety. He said the police were a major threat to public safety, suggesting that they were the ones that were creating a criminal environment, not the people of the streets. He says now, well, that's just because I was frustrated about the death of George Floyd at that time and the policies of Mayor Adams.
So they asked Mamdani, like, hey, Zohran, you said this. Did you really mean it? Are all police racist? You want to be mayor? He says, well, you see, I didn't really mean it that way. Here it is.
Mamdani also said that he has learned over in this running for mayor as to the kind of work.
My statements in 2020 were ones made amidst a frustration that many New Yorkers held at the murder of George Floyd and the inability to deliver on what Eric Adams, of all people, described as
said we want migrants. The two. And then you have Curtis Sliwa, who is just Republican all the way, make America great again. And he has no chance because Democrats outnumber Republicans 6-1. Everyone knows it, even his bosses who are telling him he needs to get out the race. So 2 weeks to the New York City mayoral election, who do you think is going to win? Now my prediction is I think Mamdani is got it. I think he's going to win. I think he has a momentum. I think he has the D, which is Democrat by his name, and I think it's going to be hard to beat him. And it's either between Mamdani or Cuomo. I think Sliwa has no chance. And my last thought is I would actually like Mamdani to win, to see it all fall apart. Give them what they asked for. That's what happened with the migrant crisis, right? Governor Abbott gave them what they wanted. They said, we want migrants. He sent them the migrants. And then they said, oh my God, state of emergency.
Tonight, the mayor of the largest city in the country saying the migrant crisis is pushing the city to the brink, declaring a state of emergency.
Our right to shelter laws, our social services, and our values are being exploited by others for political gain. New Yorkers are angry. I am angry too.
And that's what I mean. I think the best way to let people see the light is let them experience their own bad policies. Defund the police and let everybody out of jail with no consequences, crime explodes. The migrants, as you just saw, they suffered under their own policies. And if they believe Mamdani's policies are going to help the city and move it forward, then hell, let it be. Let the voters vote him in.